You are building a finance or bookkeeping app and wondering how can you integrate QuickBooks? All of the videos on YouTube are too technical. This video will help you. My name is Volo, and for the last 2 years I have been working with my team on building a bookkeeping app with an advanced QuickBooks integration. In this video, I will describe pitfalls I wish I had known before starting my QuickBooks integration, and also I will share our techniques for developing a custom reporting dashboard that broadcasts data from QuickBooks. So let's start. To start with, I would like to define the main terminology so that you are not confused later in the video. QuickBooks provides 3 powerful instruments that you can use to build your QuickBooks integration: Quickbooks API, Quickbooks SDK, Webhooks. Let's break down each of them. Quickbooks API, or Application Programming Interface, is a tool that you can use to build communication between your app and QuickBooks. Whenever you need to create, read, update, or delete data in QuickBooks externally, you will need to use Quickbooks API. QuickBooks provides a comprehensive documentation when you can find information and learn how to work with any QuickBooks data object, whether it's invoice object, general ledger, or account receivable report. QuickBooks has you covered. QuickBooks SDK, or Software Development Kit, is a tool that helps you utilize QuickBooks API more effectively and save you the development time. QuickBooks provides SDKs for various programming languages including .NET, Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, and Ruby. Webhooks are a mechanism that automatically sends you responses whenever an event occurs in QuickBooks. For example, if someone updates certain invoice in QuickBooks, you will receive an immediate notification and be able to update this corresponding invoice in your app. Before you start building your QuickBooks integration, I highly recommend reading QuickBooks documentation. Even if you are not technically inclined, sections like Learn or Use Cases would provide you additional insights specific to your business use case. Another important aspect to consider is authorization. You will need to set up authorization in order for your app to connect with QuickBooks APIs and provide the users of your application with the ability to grant permission accessing their QuickBooks data. On the user side, this process works as follows. You might have an area in your app with a Connect QuickBooks button where user can come and connect their QuickBooks account. Once they tap on the button, the QuickBooks dialog is opened where they can log into their QuickBooks account and connect their QuickBooks company. If they have multiple QuickBooks companies, they would just pick one from the list. Developing authorization is time-consuming, so you should consider this when you prepare your estimate for your development timeline. However, you have an option to use out-the-box authorization solutions like Passfix and build your authorization within a few hours. However, you need to understand that solutions like this has their own limitations. For example, Passfix has a limitation of 200 requests per minute, which was unacceptable for our specific business use case, and that's why we built our own authorization. Now I would like to show you an example custom dashboard we built for a bookkeeping firm and explain how we managed to keep the data accurate and synchronized with QuickBooks. On the firm side, we've created a table consisting of all client companies. Each company has a Connect QuickBooks button. Once the bookkeeper connects company to QuickBooks, we gain the ability to send API requests. A few seconds after the connection, we trigger a method in our backend to start retrieving the reports and processing them. Once the data is cleaned up and saved in our database, clients can see their QuickBooks data on the dashboard. However, when a bookkeeper makes any change in QuickBooks, the data is no longer accurate. Categorizing any transaction in QuickBooks can affect our reports. To overcome this, we've created a mechanism called Daily Update that would rewrite the entire database during night. When the nightfall occurs, we start the daily update for all companies in our app and observe all of their QuickBooks data. When users woke up, they can see the accurate data. Our daily update for around 200 companies completes within 5 minutes each night. We managed to achieve this using .NET Quickbooks SDK. It's worth mentioning that QuickBooks provides change data capture operation, which allows you to track what data was modified within a specific time period so that you don't update the whole database, but just the data that was affected. However, we tried it and didn't find it more effective than our own daily update that we made for our specific use case. We didn't use webhooks because QuickBooks doesn't provide webhooks functionality, for the specific reports that we needed. If we had decided to use Webhooks, we would have had to rewrite the entire database whenever any change occurred in Quickbooks, even if it didn't affect our reports. That's very ineffective. Furthermore, Quickbooks sometimes gives us strange outputs and errors during our daily update. Because of that, we had to create another workaround and show an error message to our users if it happens to their company during the night. However, it happens rarely, but we know that similar apps has same issues. So at least our users are informed and understand how to fix the problem. They can easily reconnect their Quickbooks company. Before concluding this video, I would like to share a story about our attempt creating this Quickbooks system within a no-code stack. Initially, we built our app using no-code platform called Bubble to make faster iterations and get user feedback more quickly. We successfully created the daily update. However, the processing time was around 12 hours and it was unacceptable for our use case. We realized that it wouldn't be scalable, so we started to search for alternatives. We came across a platform called Passfix Automation and thought it would be a great fit as a custom backend for our Quickbooks operations. During the demo call, I was shown that the data processing for a use case similar to ours takes just a few seconds, so we decided to give it a try. We started to build our implementation using Webhooks to reach the real-time data synchronization. It took us around 2 months to build the first proof of concept. However, we soon realized that this system is fast but not efficient, as numerous workflows were triggered whenever any change occurred in Quickbooks. As a result, our estimated monthly subscription cost reached around $20,000. Consequently, we decided to switch to .NET SDK. This solution worked perfectly for us, providing fast and stable performance. Additionally, the infrastructure costs are minimal and we have the flexibility to scale as we need. If we decide to onboard additional 1,000 companies or whatever number we want tomorrow, we will do this without any risks and issues. To sum up, don't start with real-time integration if you need to broadcast data from numerous reports from Quickbooks. Use the right technical stack and developers who have experience integrating Quickbooks. Read Quickbooks documentation and try creating a small proof of concept before you start building your final solution. So that's it for today's video. Please subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment, and if you want to talk with me about your specific Quickbooks use case, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will put my link in the description to this video. See you!